Hello, hello there. I think you can hear and see me now. Hello, Mom. You are my biggest fan. Thank you for joining the stream. I hope there will be others joining us later, but if not, you are more than sufficient. Even though you didn't understand anything I said, I'm sure you're going to appreciate my words on a spiritual level. But for all of those joining us later on, maybe by watching the replay on YouTube, welcome to another episode of Coffee Talk, where we go through different dialogues between characters in this imaginary world, suffering from not so imaginary problems like prejudice, racial stereotypes, family issues, forbidden love, and so on and so on. Through that, we are learning some real life vocabulary, the kind of language you are going to hear in actual coffee shops in Anglophone countries. So, without further ado, let's go into the cafe and see who's there tonight. I said welcome to them, and of course, it's Freya, looking exhausted as always. Good evening, Freya. She has nothing to say. I mean, what can she say? She can probably barely speak. Oh, hi. When was the last time you slept? That's a valid question. I still sleep like a normal person, you know? Like a normal person, as a normal person. They are not the same. If we shift this to the example of a doctor, when a person says they work like a doctor, it means they are investing as much effort, as a doctor would. And then when they say they work as a doctor, it means their profession is a medical doctor. Here, she is describing how she sleeps. So she sleeps like a normal person. You can't really say sleep as a normal person. As a normal person would. Maybe we could find a construction to use it, but normally sleep like a normal person. I slept for 6 hours. Nowadays, we were sort of programmed into believing 6 hours are enough, but I'd say for most adults, 7 is the bare minimum. Very likely 8 or even 9 hours could be required to truly feel rested. And on top of that, the time when you sleep matters a lot. So 6 hours from midnight to 6 a.m. and 6 hours from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m. are two completely different stories. Let me tell you that. I've experienced both. Back when I was teaching Japanese students, most of my shifts were along the lines of 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. and then again 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. I would finish work at 3 a.m. and then get ready for bed and only really sleep at 4 or perhaps even later. And back then, I can't say I was really waking up feeling rested. So pay attention to your sleep, guys. It matters a lot. Last night? No, I've slept for 6 hours this week. That's not healthy. Get some rest, really. I can rest when it's done. That's stupid. Oh, shut up. So shut up, stop talking. So what's your plan now? Now, as in right at this moment? I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. I need to make sure I don't look like a dead woman walking. Well, right now you're failing that. And after that, I'll continue writing. Freya. Oh well, you know where the bathroom is. Okay, she is back. Okay, I need something to drink now. Though I'm not entirely sure how she managed to just wash away those eye bags. I thought they were inside her body, not really something like makeup. I wish I could remove mine so easily. Freya, you're unemployed. Those are some tough words to hear. People sometimes like to pretend they're not actually unemployed. But she currently is, as she was fired due to secretly working on her novel. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. And of course, I'm just gonna give her one for free, because that's what I do. I'm half coffee shop, half charity. That is so weird. Coming from the coffee shop owner. Exactly, I don't care about the profits. I just care about the well-being of my guests. I know, you've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of the place, just right here. No, I can't do that. You don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Maybe I have somebody financing me secretly. I need the name of the game. It's in the title. It's Coffee Talk. I can write in the chat just in case you didn't catch it. Coffee Talk. There you go. I highly recommend you play it yourself. Obviously, I personally don't see it as an incredibly fun game to play in single player. But if your goal is to study English, improve your vocabulary, and perhaps simulate speaking, it could be great. Because, sure, your in-game character is going to reply, but you can always try to come up with your own replies before proceeding. You have the complete control over how the game flows. So if Freya says, how can you be so sure about your coffee shop not going bankrupt? You can try and come up with your own answer. You could say, oh, I have a cousin from Germany who keeps sending me money just to keep this place afloat, to keep this place from going bankrupt. Obviously, my in-game character isn't going to say that, but it is a very nice practice for some spontaneous dialogue. Well, it's a cozy game, worth it. It depends. If that's your taste, then go for it. I mean, a game that I really enjoyed that was somewhat similar to Coffee Talk was Papers, Please. I don't know if you've heard of that one or if you've ever played it. It is a bit more interactive. You have to look for misaligned details, fake IDs, and whatnot. And it also presents some moral challenges, whether you're going to take pity on war refugees and let them sneak into the country without proper documentation, or if you're going to deny them access. I like that aspect of the game. There is some challenge. In Coffee Talk, it's really about the coziness, just enjoying the vibes, the really nice music in the background, and just this rainy atmosphere in the distance. So let me know if you decide to get it. How can you be so sure? Back to our story. Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? Tap water is the water that comes from your bathroom or from your kitchen, not the bottled water you're gonna find in different supermarkets. So it comes straight from the tap. The tap or the faucet is that part that releases the water into the sink. And then somebody new came. See, there's a customer coming right now. And somehow I'm able to keep my place from going bankrupt by having 1 or 2 customers, paying customers each night. So the rent must be pretty low. So don't worry about me. Did they leave? Or no, they're coming in. What the? Oh, so it's either gonna be the werewolf, Gala, or it's gonna be Neil, the alien, in a new suit. I am curious to see who it's going to be. No, it's Rachel. It's been a while since we last saw Rachel. I think last time she had an argument with her father. So let's see what's going on. Exactly, what's going on? Huh. What else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella just to get into an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, Mark Coffee, a cafe latte, please. Alright, so how do I brew a cafe latte? Coffee, milk. Alright. Thankfully, nothing complicated. Brew. And we're obviously gonna do some latte art. That's one interactive part of the game, and something that viewers tend to enjoy, as my skills are very awful. They are definitely subpar for a barista. So maybe we could draw... I guess this is going to be a cat. Not good. We need those pointy ears. And then a face that looks decent. Alright, let's... I'm pretty bad at this. Alright, pointy ears. looking good. And then the head should be along the lines of that. I think this is fine. It's decent. 2 eyes. The nose. Obviously the cat face. And now we need the whiskers. Alright. I wish I could draw some thinner lines, finer lines. I could maybe do it like this. No. Nah, that's not good. That doesn't look like a cat. Should I redo it, guys? I guess I should. That doesn't look like a cat. Okay. Okay, maybe we shouldn't draw a cat. Let's go for a star. Shall we? How many... Oh, no. This is gonna be tragic. I wanted to ask how many points a star has, but I think I should probably avoid it. This makes me respect my barista even more. It sure does. It sure does, man. I'm so sorry for being so disappointing with my art skills, but it's not my field. I'm out of my depth here. I used to cry in art classes. In one of my previous streams, I revealed that secret. It was just something I would always avoid. In my 6th or 7th grade, I just hand over my piece of paper to a friend of mine who was good at drawing things or painting, and they would just draw something for me, and I would submit that paper as my own. So yeah, what could I draw? What could I make here that wouldn't look absolutely horrible? A smiley face. That's always a safe bet, right? But I don't know. Is this good enough? If you got this in your cup, would you mind? Would you be disappointed? Or would you find it cute? I think for me, it would be the latter. The latter meaning the second from the 2 options. The one mentioned later. Do I have the green light to serve this? Please let me know, because I don't think I can do much better than this. If I try to make adjustments, I'm only gonna make it worse. As I did now. Why would I even try to etch it? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, pour some more milk. And I've saved it. Okay, folks, I think I'm gonna serve it. I don't have the patience to dwell on this anymore. I think my smiley face will suffice. It will be enough. Your cafe latte's ready. A restraining order. Why? Why would you say that? I think it was a cute smiley face. What would prompt you to get a restraining order from this sort of art? I feel offended now. Oh my gosh. This was the harshest response I ever got. I think so far, viewers were saying, oh, it looks awful. You could do better, depending on how kind they were. But I was never threatened with restraining orders. So, thank you. Thank you for sharing your impressions. It's always nice to see somebody interacting in the chat, though. So, I appreciate that. Albeit I'm not happy with your response. Okay, let's see Rachel's response. She said thanks. I guess the smiley face was pretty underwhelming, but I did not get a restraining order. So I think it went as well as it could. How did he manage to get backstage? He told security he was my father. And he messaged me about coming beforehand. So beforehand means done in advance. It doesn't have anything coming after it. Unlike before, which will be followed by a specific time. So, for example, before this morning or before you came. So there's going to be a time referenced after before. Beforehand already contains that information inside of it. It means it happened before another action. So he messaged me about coming beforehand. Before he arrived to the event, he had already messaged her. That's the thing about beforehand. Said he was just going to wish me luck. So I told them to let him in, of course. He is still my father. Things were nice at first. Then my manager came and I don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz, so short for show business. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. So mature, the quality of not being a child, the quality of acting like an adult. What happened after that? Mr. Lester, so her manager, told the security guards to kick him out, to remove him from backstage. He is still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowd. So her father is persistent. You gotta give him credit. He does care about his daughter. Did the concert go well, at least? Oh yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage, so she was the opening act. Usually no one pays much attention to whoever is on first, but there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time. And then there was this press conference after my show, and probably her father got there too. After show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. A dozen means 12. So I can write that in the chat. A dozen is 12. A baker's dozen is 13. So we decided to just do a mini conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. I would say it's because of you, but your managers probably worked some of his influence too. So why are you here? Because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. So clear things up, make sure you both understand what's going on. None of you are having a wrong attitude or a wrong impression. So her father might see things one way and he may wish to do things a certain way. Rachel has a different impression about it, so now they have to set things straight and make sure they are on the same page with how to proceed in the future. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet, I can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. I mean, going to your manager's party later at night, I'm not sure if she should do it. I'm pretty sure she's better off staying at my coffee shop. What party? He is hosting a party for the VIPs and artists he manages. Wow, the VIPs. We can all imagine the type of people who belong to that category, especially in the showbiz world. At a club in Belltown, is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? A guardian is a person, in legal terms, who takes care of a minor, of a child, a person under the age of 18. I believe Rachel is already 18 or 19, so she doesn't need a guardian. I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Exactly. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time, because Mr. Lester is my manager and it's his party. So she could enter the party even if she were 14. And I'm sure the VIPs wouldn't mind. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name, but I don't think he should do that with you. Why? I'm an, No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. So, that man is hosting some good parties. That's good then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. Does it? I mean, not always, right? It's not always a bad thing. I'd say I'm a person who knows how to party, and I wouldn't consider it a bad trait. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out, especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties, but inviting an underage person to his party, that might be a step too far. However, she is not underage, she is 18. Keep that in mind, Freya. Welcome, huh? Oh, and welcome, Sarah. How are you feeling today? I hope you are in a good mood and the weather isn't like this in Rome. I hope you had more sun today. Oh, it's her father, and he's got a swelling on his eye, so he probably got beaten by some of Mr. Lester's thugs, his security. Meow. I think that was good, guys. Was it? I think it was pretty good. Like, let's try one more time. It won't come. That first one was spontaneous. No. I can just say meow again. Hendry says meow, and there is a question mark after Hendry, so we're not entirely sure if it's her father, but we know he's a cat too, so he'll likely be the one. What the hell? Oh no! Dad? What? Rachel? Is that Mr. Hendry? Yes! Dad, what happened? Mark Coffee, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Oh, it's lovely. I'm giving a cup of milk. Just milk, just milk. Meow. Alright. Could I just give him like one? I can press brew. No, I can't. Ah, you see. They didn't blur out or just gray out the option to signify you can't do it. It looks like I could serve it, but I do need to fill the whole cup. Alright, brew it now. I want the wolf again. Why? The wolf would completely trash my entire place, and he might even try to destroy these cats. He might try to kill them. Here. Wow. Wow, so good. Nobody's gonna comment on this. He literally spilled the milk on my counter and then licked it off the counter. Where are your manners, Mr. Hendry? Thank you. Dad, please hold on. Can somebody help me call an ambulance, please? Ah, okay. Let me call them. Thank you. Where are they? On the way. Hang on, Pops. So Pops, or Pop, is a nice term that children would use for their father. So Pops, so dad, father, and hang on means wait. Wait. In this case, though, it means more like don't give up, stay alive, stay conscious until the help comes. So Pops, dad, father, and hang on. So wait. Let's see if help has come. This is taking forever. A good expression when you are out of patience and you've been waiting for too long. You can say this is taking forever. There they are. Okay, so they finally arrived. Finally. We are going. All right, they're gone. Hoo boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. Remember, in a row means in a sequence, happening without pause. An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. It's lovely, right? My coffee shop has a great reputation. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Huh. Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? Disciples, we mostly associate this term with Jesus. Jesus had his disciples. They are the people who share the beliefs, promote the beliefs of another person or organization. So she is my coffee shop disciple, the same way Jesus's disciples spread his teachings and his message. So I kinda understand them. I hope Henry's alright. Me too. At least he is in good hands now. A nice expression. In good hands means everybody is taking care the way it is supposed to be done. It means you are safe where you are and you could hardly be in a better position. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was all pretty hectic, but I need to continue working. Take your time and place then. Will do. Was that the whole episode? Crazy. No, guys, I think we have to do another one. It's only been 30 minutes, perhaps slightly more. And we have Galahad. Ginger chai latte, good to calm, yet warm your nerve. Aha, could this be the recipe we need for that wild wolf? Sitsko. Yeah, that's right. Just like Sitsko, my cat. Guys, if you didn't know, I have a cat called Sitsko. He is currently 11 years old. And sometimes, as he is a village cat, he gets into trouble. He fights other cats around the village and comes back injured. So I think my mom was reminded of Sitsko through Mr. What was his name? Hendry. Yes, through Mr. Hendry, who got injured in a fight. Okay, let's proceed to the next episode. We might stop midway through if it takes too much time. It is currently 20 to 10 where I live, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be live for at least another half an hour. Sunday, October 4th. Wow, this is a special date for every Partizan fan. If you guys don't know, Partizan is a football club, which also has other sports clubs like basketball, volleyball, etc. And it was founded on October 4th, 1945. So this date, very special to me. I hope it brings us a good episode. What's in the news? The Evening Whispers. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. That's probably related to Rachel and her father. The culprits are the people who commit a crime, the ones who participate in it or and who start it. So those are the culprits. Despite the arrests, Coachella will go on. Obviously, show must go on. And police raid on private Coachella after party is biggest drug and sex related bust of the year. That's big. That's major. So a police raid is a police operation where they storm a location in order to seize drugs, arrest suspicious people, and so on. So there's a party. The police think some illegal stuff might be happening there. They decide to raid the place. They jump in and check everyone, search the whole place. And this time, they raided, what was the name of the guy? Not Jeffrey. It wasn't Jeffrey's party, but it was another name, Lester, Mr. Lester. So they raided Mr. Lester's party, and they found plenty. So an abundant amount of drugs and also some sex-related stuff. So he might have had illegal sex workers there, or even worse, some underage girls. Hopefully not the latter. Bust of the year. So the bust is an arrest. So when you are caught doing something wrong, you are busted. So that was a police bust. Start the day. Freya's reading the news. And who's coming? Welcome. I hope it's not Aqua. I don't want to see Aqua and her orcish girlfriend, so to say, talking about video games. I hope it's not her. Please, God. Okay, sure. The policeman, we haven't had... What was his name? Georgie, right? Jordy, something along the lines of that. It's been a while since we last had him at the coffee shop. So let's see what he has to say. Hey, Pop. Yeah, Georgie, my memory serves me well. Good evening, everyone. Everyone's safe and sound tonight. So safe and sound, a nice phrase to use. You know, get home safe and sound. Or after you arrive home, you can text the person who cares about you and tell them you're home safe and sound. So far, so good, officer. A good idiom, a good expression to use. So far, so good. Nothing to complain about until this point. With the cop who's supposed to be watching this area hanging out in a coffee shop, I'm not so sure about that. Hey! I'm working right now. He smokes a bit. I just love multitasking, you know? You know? That's why it's with an apostrophe here. You know? It's not you know. You know. That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. So an oxymoron is when two things completely deny each other, when it doesn't make sense logically. Like, how can you take a break and work? Taking a break by default means pausing your work for a time. That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, Marcoffee, I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. Is it a triple shot espresso or something softer? No, I mean, it's just that everybody's drinking a triple shot espresso here. That's what they mean by an espresso. Brew, brew, brew. Let's serve. Obviously, he's gonna love it. And an energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. So upright, he's not going to slouch. He is not going to bend his back due to his sleepiness. It will keep him on alert. Hey, you and your sense of humor. Your espressos are always out of this world. So they are otherworldly. They are surreal. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. Wow, don't disrespect your wife that way, dude. It's not a competition, officer. Ha! It is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. Well, I officially hate his wife now. She's trying to take the bread out of my mouth. Why would she want her husband to stop coming here? Why not join him instead? So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe though. What are you grinning about? So to grin is to have this sort of evil smile on your face. I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. And some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience. Oh yes. So first-hand experience, experiencing something, living through something directly. So you are in that situation. If I experience, I don't know, being arrested firsthand, it means those handcuffs were on my wrists. They were on my hands. So that is a first-hand experience, not something that you heard about. To use in my story. Exactly, I knew it would be about her inspiration. Still fretting over your story, eh? Fretting over, I haven't heard that expression. Let me check it for you guys. Let's learn something new. Fret over. Is it a popular one? To fret over means to experience persistent worry, anxiety, or concern about something. Okay, so basically it's an emotional worry. Okay. So worry about, stress over. Basically, fret over, stress over. Fret over, stress over something. All right. That's the best part of this game, guys. You can actually learn new vocabulary, new expressions. Magdalena, are my eyes trying to trick me? Hello, too late today due to connection issues. The other way around. But it doesn't matter, Magdalena. You are always welcome, even if it's the final 5 minutes of the session. And do not worry, we will have at least some 30 minutes more of this live stream. You did miss some important details. I'll fill you in quickly. We had Rachel coming over. She performed at the festival Coachella, and there was a conflict between her father and her manager's security. She thought that the security had just chased her father away, but it turned out they actually got into a fight, and her father was severely beaten. He eventually made it to the coffee shop for their scheduled meeting, but he was unable to speak even from all the beating he'd received, and she had to call an ambulance and then accompany him to the hospital. Later on, we received a copy of the Daily Whispers, the local newspaper, where it was reported the party Rachel was supposed to attend had been raided by police, and they were able to seize a lot of drugs, and they also noticed some sex-related offenses. So God knows what happened there, but her father inadvertently saved her from going there. Thanks to his beating, she wasn't able to go as she had to spend time with him at the hospital. So his sacrifice was worth it, it seems. Alright, let's continue with the story. Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, remember guys, we said when we have this hyphen wise, it means whatever comes first is being discussed in terms of that, in relation to that. So quantity-wise, when talking about quantity, it's shaping up pretty well. So it's going well. I'm producing enough. Quality-wise, so now talking about quality, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Best of luck then. Do you have any updates about the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case, I spoke to Gala about it. What? Are you going to arrest him? Some officers at the precinct were talking about it. Precinct is, I guess, the police station, but let's just confirm the pronunciation to precinct. Precinct. Okay, so it is an administrative purpose. The pronunciation is precinct. Okay, so the precinct is the correct pronunciation. It's not only related to police, it is an area in geography that is divided for administrative purposes. So for example, if you're living in a city and obviously the city has multiple neighborhoods, that local neighborhood will have, or it will be, the precinct. So it will have the local police station. When there are elections, you might vote for the local mayor or president, the local representative at least for the city council. So that is the precinct. But in the end, we agreed not to do it because he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital and some other people in the area. Without him, we'd have had a lot more problems. He helped a lot getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he couldn't lock himself up in time. So he was helping other werewolves get to hospital and receive their treatment. However, he couldn't lock himself in a cage and thus prevent himself from coming to my coffee shop and causing trouble. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anyone. So those who'd rather detain him, so to detain, to arrest, to lock up in a cell, can't do anything anyway. Phew! I'd be pretty mad at you if they did arrest him. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, it seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far, but he wouldn't be able to walk it. Not in that state. So that state, the shape in which he was when he arrived at the coffee shop. You could see he was beaten to the pulp. Beaten to the pulp, that's one expression we learned here on the stream. It means you start bleeding and you are properly hurt, you are properly damaged. So far, that's all I know. And who's coming? Ah, it's Rachel. She's gonna fill us in on some of the latest information. Rachel! Rachel, I really hope her father is alive, though. I really do. Imagine he passed away. That would be overly tragic. It would be too much. I hope the writers of Coffee Talk won't do that to us. Is Mr. Henry alright? Before that, could I have a cup of hot chocolate? Dark? How do I brew dark hot chocolate? Is it just triple chocolate? Yeah, just triple chocolate. Easy. Let's brew that for her. Serve it. Your hot chocolate's ready. Thank you. Okay. We got that out of the window. Dad's going to be fine. He woke up this afternoon. So was he in a coma? Crazy. But we arrived just a little too late. What happened? He didn't get help fast enough. So some of the damage might be permanent. Crazy. So he might be left with some lifelong injuries. Oh no. He might never be able to walk properly again. Crazy. It's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. When all he wanted was to protect me. Rachel, don't blame yourself for this. Please don't take offense. But is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? His friends are there at the moment. And I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really needed to get away for a bit. So I told Dad I'm gonna visit Coffee Talk to get some fresh air. Is Coffee Talk the name of the cafe? I guess so. It should be Marcolingo Latte Nights, but let's call it Coffee Talk in-game. He's okay with that. He understands. He always does, I guess. Miss Rachel, what really happened that night? Dad got into a fight with some thugs. The thugs being a term for people from the other side of the law. But not the serious criminals, just the people who like beating others up. They like moving around in groups and causing trouble. So they are prone to violence. They often try to abuse those weaker than them. Those are your thugs. So not serious criminals, but just the low-educated people who like to fight and cause trouble. He heard them talking about me in some very suggestive... Oh, yeah, when she says suggestive, it means they were probably talking about doing some... What's the nicest way to put this? Some provocative things with her, so to say. Perverted, yes. We said a pervert is a person who enjoys some not okay things. A person who dreams about inappropriate things and might behave in a way that is not considered alright by social standards. So they were talking in suggestive, perverted ways. That's right. So you can understand the context in which they were mentioning her. It is something that would drive every father mad. Oh, he didn't like that, of course. So he morphed into his cat form. Morphing is shape-shifting. So, a butterfly morphs through his developmental phase. It starts from a caterpillar and then eventually morphs into a butterfly. So her dad has this ability due to their race to switch from the human form into the cat form. And he did so and started a fight with the thugs. I'm not sure if it's better to fight thugs, so we can imagine some humans, some not so highly intelligent but physically strong humans, as a cat. Might have been a mistake on his part. Why did he morph? So people wouldn't see what his human form looked like and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify. Eyewitnesses, the people who witnessed, who saw the crime, to testify, to go to the police or to the court, and then say in a legal surrounding what happened. And they managed to find the thugs. Are they fans of yours? No. It's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester. What? Who, boy? Mr. Lester is her manager. The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. What? So the men working for her manager were supposed to be under arrest, but they were probably released from jail thanks to Mr. Lester's connections, thanks to his influence. Is that what's happening? Because the party went too far last night. Oh, okay, no. So those thugs were arrested in the police raid. All right. So they were arrested for that, and later on, they were just connected to the case of Mr. Hendry's beating. Whoa. How did it all connect up? They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. All right, that makes sense. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys and locker room talk, right? I mean, do I know what she means? Locker room? The locker room is the room with lockers in schools or in gyms where I guess, you know, they are gender separated. So guys will have their own locker room. And I guess sometimes you say things that might be considered controversial under normal circumstances, but because you are with your boys, with your friends, you say something that others could find offensive. I guess that's what she means by locker room talk. Maybe you know, the things they were saying about her, that was the locker room talk. Yeah, well, that's what they were doing. And I was the topic of discussion. Yeah, pretty much. So there's that. I'm sorry to hear that. And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for... Thank you. You're welcome. Once again, I owe Dad for... So to owe someone means to be in debt to them. Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through. I should have listened to him. It's an example of a past regret. He might be out of touch, so he might sometimes be strange. He might be a little bit wrong in his approaches, but he's still way more experienced than me. So even though he isn't directly involved in the industry, he still has a lot of experience. And he is my father. I wish mom was here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to dad when he is recovered. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult, remember? But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when... That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear it, pardon? It might be weird to hear it about something coming from Freya, but she is right. Be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while. Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now. Thank you for the update, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery. Thank you, Mark Coffey. Hello, Dexy. Dexy isn't here. It's my mom using his account. But Dexy is my father, for those of you who don't know. Milan, you are an inspiration for everyone. Last time I shared just a snippet, a tiny part of your journey from being obese to being a personal coach. I think you need to come on stream very soon to share the story in more detail. Let's meet this week. I'll be available until Friday. So if you're available on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, it would be nice to have you over. I'm sure people would love that. So we'll see each other in the DMs to iron out the details. What a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I've got to continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. Alright, let's do it. Not make it, let's do it. But overall, things are still safe around here. But even with that, never let your guard down, okay? So never lower your guard. Never think that you are completely safe. I'm free in the evening every day. Alright, so I'll hit you up and share the details. I would like to create a lesson about your exact story. So the transition from obesity to fitness and how others can replicate that. It would be something really useful for all the people watching and useful for you because you'll be able to clip some great content. But you have to practice your answers, so make sure you come ready. Think about everything you're gonna say, but in English. No problem, officer. Thank you for checking up on us, Officer Georgie. So to check up on something, it means to check and see what's going on, to make sure that everything is under control. Okay then, see you. And he's gone. We have a deal. Perfect. Are you going to leave as well, Freya? I don't think so. I've had enough rest. And I have stories to write. You're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Alright. I won't bother you then. So to bother someone, to keep talking when they want you to stop, you're still saying something in their ear, or you're asking them questions, you're pushing them to do something, that is bothering someone. So I won't bother her. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would never have existed without this place. Would never have existed. Again, we have the third conditional. Would never have existed, meaning if this changed in the past, this action wouldn't have happened. And you, so thank you. The pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you shouldn't spend any more time on chit chat. So, chit chat is the small talk, what we are doing here with Freya. You've got a book to finish. No problem, boss. And that's the end of another day. I don't know if the episodes are getting shorter or our speed runs are getting faster, but we somehow managed to complete 2 episodes in one stream. W's in the chat for me and for you guys for staying through. Cappuccino Italian delight. A delight? When you say you're delighted, it means you are very happy. But a delight could also mean something sweet, like candy. So a Turkish delight means Turkish candy, like baklava, for example. I don't know what Italian delights are. Sarah always tells me about one specific dessert they have in Rome, but I keep forgetting its name. Shame on me. 2 weeks later, okay, that's a long jump. What's in the news? Coachella Festival proves to be major boost for Seattle tourism. Only if the managers weren't goddamn rapists and drug dealers, it would be great. More women have spoken out and claimed Morris Lester lied. Yes, Morris Lester, that is the name of her manager, of Rachel's manager, and he has been put on trial. Women have spoken out, so they have shared their voice, their thoughts, and they have claimed, so they said, this is the truth. Maritozzo, yes, that's right, that's the delight. Maritozzo and then tiramisu, yeah, obviously. Tiramisu sounds Japanese. I always associate it with something, in Japan, but it is actually Italian. It's the syllables. Tiramisu. If you know anything about Japanese, you'll know that it's a syllabary, which means each syllable needs to consist of one vowel and one consonant, and only occasionally one vowel and 2 consonants. That's why you're gonna have words like konnichiwa. It's going to be 1 vowel and 1 consonant. Tiramisu perfectly fits that. That's why I'm never gonna stop associating it with Japan. But it is Italian. Keep that in mind if you're on a quiz. Initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella. So there was some kissing going on. And we have an interesting group with us. Freya saying hello. Aqua, the most boring character in the universe. An even worse, rude character whose name I've forgotten, but she didn't like my coffee once, and I'm still offended. And then we have Bailey's, the best guy in the world, the most loyal boyfriend, somebody who's ready to sacrifice everything for true love. An inspiration for every man out there, especially somebody struggling with disapproval from their partner's family. So it's gonna be an interesting lineup. We have a full coffee shop for the next episode. We'll see what happens, but until then, let's press save game and let's see if there are any final questions, folks. If you do have any final questions, now is the time to ask. I'll be waiting for them. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a more standard free speaking lesson, free speaking class. And I do really hope I'll be able to submit my homework tomorrow because, my previous week was super hectic. And then again, today I had to cover many other things on my agenda. But I owe you the homework with the vocabulary and grammar points covered throughout the month of June. So expect to see that in our WhatsApp group. I'll be waiting for your questions. Thanks to the delay, you're probably hearing what I said 2 minutes ago now. So yes, if questions are there, let me know. I think one day we're just gonna do a stream with me sitting in the chair and just relaxing with the music, you know, just listening to it, because the tunes are really nice. They have done a good job with their soundtrack. Folks, I'm still waiting for any final questions. If you don't have any, I'm going to end the stream, but please do confirm that you're still here. It says 11 people are watching, but I haven't gotten any feedback. So just write a random character so I know you're here and you heard me, because I'm starting to wonder if perhaps there are some connection issues. I'm still waiting, and I'm getting increasingly more worried. Maybe you just want me to keep on streaming, and that's why you're not saying anything, because you know if you say something, I'm going to end it. Is that your tactic, guys? If it is the case, then damn, I appreciate that. I respect it, and I'm very grateful for that. Even though that probably wasn't your tactic, but I do appreciate it. Yes, we are here. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you for saying something. Now I can actually end the stream. So maybe those who didn't want me to end the stream are going to dislike you for this, but I will thank you for giving me the feedback. See you tomorrow. Yes, see you tomorrow, Magdalena, with a new student, likely. Or not a new student. Milan has been here before, but if he is available tomorrow at 9 local time, we are going to talk about his transformation, his fitness journey. So we're going to learn some vocabulary related to psychology, vocabulary related to working out, to fitness, and obviously just small talk with a kind guy who has moved from Serbia to Germany. He will have things to share, obviously, as all the previous guests have done. So folks, once again, thank you for joining. We'll see each other tomorrow. Until then, have a great afternoon in Europe. Oh, not in Europe. Have a great afternoon in the Americas, and a